Okay, today we're going to learn about conditional statements. So the first thing I want you to do is on the laptop, navigate to Schoology and download FirstEncounter Example 3-2. Download it to your download folder and then copy it to your desktop, wherever you put files. This is the one we're going to work on. So pause the video and do that. Now that you have FirstEncounter Example 3-2 open in Alice, what we're going to do is we're going to learn about conditional statements. Conditional statements are statements that only execute lines of code if something is true. So if you look down at the bottom, see my cursor? There is an if-else statement. All right? So this is how you ask a question in computer science. If I'm close enough to the door, I'll reach out, grab the handle, and open it. If I'm hungry, I will eat. If I'm asked a question, I will answer. Now, there's two types of if statements. There's an if statement that something happens only when it becomes true, otherwise nothing happens at all. So like, here's an example. You're walking down the street minding your own business. You happen to spy a $100 bill just sitting on the sidewalk. So the question is, if you're walking and you see money in the sidewalk, you pick it up. But if you don't see money, nothing happens. You just keep on walking. All right? That's just a plain if statement. An if-else statement is kind of like a fork in the road. When you come to a T, some of you drive, you know what I mean. The road comes to a T, you have to make a choice. You either have to go left or you have to go right. So if to the left is your girlfriend's house, you go left. Else, you go right to go back to your house. So an if-else, one of two things will happen. With a single if, that one item only happens if the if statement becomes true. So what goes in the if statement are definitely Boolean characters. Boolean, it's true or false. All right, so in our example program here, we're going to scroll down to below, near the bottom, where the alien moves down 1 meter in half a second, right here. We're going to put an if statement there. Drag an if, put it right in between there, bam. We're going to choose true to begin with. So if true, it's going to do something inside of here. All right, so this is what we're going to put in here. We're going to put a do in order. So you guys put a do in order also, because you're going to hand this in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get the spider robot's neck. Spider robot, open up the object tree to find its neck, click on the neck, and we're going to move up 0.2 meters. So we're going to choose other. We do 0.2. And we're going to do it somewhat quickly. So we're going to do more, duration, half a second. So as you know, the saying goes, what goes up must come down. So we're going to make a copy of this. And the second one is going to be down. So if this is true, his head's going to go up and down. So I'll show you how it works. He does waka. It's true, so his head does go up and down. All right? So I'm going to do is I'm going to make this nice and big so you can see it. All right? So this is always true. So this will always happen. Notice I have nothing in the elks. This is kind of like, do you see money? Pick it up. Otherwise, just keep on walking. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a conditional statement in here. We're going to go to the spider robot, and we're going to go to the functions that yield a number, and we're going to ask, is the spider robot shorter than the rock? So we're going to go find is shorter. Here's is shorter. And notice the block turns yellow and then turns green, so I'm going to drop it in there. I get a drop-down menu, and I'm going to choose rock without a number on it. So if the spider robot is shorter than the rock, then this thing will become true. If it's not shorter, then it won't happen. So let's see if this statement is true. What do you guys guess? Do you guess this rock is taller than the spider robot? All right, so let's play it. All right, so his head went up and down, so he must be shorter than the rock. All right, so let's make it false. We can change this to the lunar lander, the entire lunar lander. No. Let's do something ground. Is the spider robot shorter than the ground? Let's check it out. Silly stoves.